that got you listening. Late early mornings, we stay interested in going to bed or wake up yawning. Go ahead and listen in. Even all day long, they still be watching on their computers and their phones. They stay locked in. It's that Bilingual Podcast where we talking with Big Mo and Platinum Cash.
I was just echoed out right there. You weren't echoed out? Maybe I'm just hearing shit. Um, hopefully my voice can last here. But thanks for tuning in tonight to the Bilingual Podcast with your host Big Mo and me, Platinum Cash. We got another show. I hear my echo and I don't like it. That's horrible. Where's my production guy at? Anyway, we got another great show for you guys tonight. This Easter, post-Easter, because Easter was yesterday. So hope everybody had a good Easter. This is Easter Championship Monday edition of the show. We are scheduled for about an hour and a half tonight. Mo will be back on here in a few, so let's get right into it. I'm actually surprised my voice is actually working right now. Because in the background, they're doing a celebration for the damn game that just went off. And I tell you right now, I I was yelling so loud and clapping so loud at this TV. First, my daughter came down. Said, "Dad, it's a school night. Can you be quiet, please?" And then I'm not joking. I literally looked at her in the face and I said, "Get your ass out of here." I literally said that. I was like, "Do you understand what's going on right here?" Nah, I'm not about to be quiet. Not for one bit. And then don't let it be close within 2-3 minutes. No. My neighbors probably thought something was going on in here. Probably called the cops and everything. They probably thought I was losing my mind. Then my dad to come down and check on me. I can't even hear you. Can y'all hear him? Because I can't hear him. But they had to make sure I was good. My blood pressure probably went up quite a bit. It was definitely. Hey, shout out to my guys though. It was a great game. A whole lot better than all the other games. They've been playing really good games. We got people watching, so everybody watched us. 3 out of 4 years. Can't be mad. Can't win them all, right?
Well, you
At least
sound
we had the
bothered.
dance. But at least we made it to the dance.
You sound bothered.
I'm more than bothered. I'm more than bothered. Them refs were horrible. Like I said to y'all, I'm literally
Here
going to
we
cut the
go.
refs. I'm going to shoot the refs. I mean, not literally, not figuratively, not literally going to shoot the refs. But I'm saying, like, man, them calls are you 25 free throws.
That's 12
They
fouls.
probably ended with 28, 29 free throws. That's insane.
That's 12, 13 fouls.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
not a high number.
It's a lot of fouls to the little fouls. And then you're gonna call weak ass checks when these dudes bodying them up all the way out of bounds. Just let it call it both ways is all I'm saying. Right? If you're gonna call them ticky tack, call them ticky tack. If you're not, just let them play.
So this
They
how we gonna start.
they decided this game. They really decided this game on some BS calls.
I disagree.
Well, of course you're gonna disagree. You're a Duke fan. We beat you.
Oh,
So there's no way you're gonna agree to any of this. Hey, by the way, your guy Boozer got a fractured up eye. He said he ain't doing no surgery on it.
You
I
know,
saw, man,
you
he
know,
got messed up.
this has nothing to do with Duke, and it has everything to do with UConn versus Michigan, right? I just want to call that out, right? It has nothing to do
I'm
with
just
Duke,
telling you.
everything to do with UConn versus Michigan, right?
Ah,
All I'm saying is that a sore loser always blame the officials.
nah. If the game was called fairly, I would not have blamed the officials. Even with the bad calls on the officials, we still had a chance to win the game. We just shot poorly.
Okay, so call it where it's at then.
But if my guards are in the game and they can play the entire game, the game's differently. But you can't get
Uh,
warmed up when you're calling ticky tack fouls.
well,
So my three best guards
your
got to
guards
sit
need to
out for
learn
the
how
first half.
your guards need to learn how to remove the hands checks and stuff, bro. That's all.
Nah, I'm with. He probably pulled all his last hairs out in the back he had. No, not doing it.
So
Anyway, we've been gone for a couple weeks. There's a lot of stuff that's been happening and going on. It just happened to be a finale of the game of the
So
college basketball season here right now.
let's just stay on fouls just for a minute.
Well,
It was
you wouldn't,
22-13 total.
yeah.
That's not a lot of fouls called in an entire game. Like just let's stay on sports and then we'll get into the news. That's not a lot of fouls called in an entire game.
That's
When I look,
that's all you got to say. Is there's not
well,
a lot
well,
of fouls? It's
well,
not
well,
depending on the amount. It's also the amount that you're shooting and when you're shooting them,
well,
right?
I mean, at the end
When
of
we
the
call
day,
it fouls, when the guy's up at the top, you're gonna call a foul when he does it. But when you ride him the whole way and we turn it over, it's not a foul.
they shot 11 more free throws than you, right? Again, you shot 31% from the field.
Correct?
31%.
They
I,
didn't shoot very
Mike,
good either.
I get that, but they shot 38. 7% is a huge amount when you've taken
When you're shooting
55 shots.
28 free throws, yes,
Oh my God.
that's a big difference in the game. When you're shooting 28 free throws to 14,
Well, just because they hit 20, just because they hit 89%, I mean, you shot 75% from the free throw line.
yeah, 12 or 14.
All I'm saying is that you took 68 attempts. You had 13 more attempts. Hear me out. You had 13 more shot attempts than Michigan.
Okay,
13 more total shot attempts.
yeah,
You can't blame that on free throws, bro. That's poor shooting. It wasn't your night.
free throws and fouls.
Oh my God.
You got to have the people in the game. If you can't have people in the game, you take the people out of the
Anyways,
game.
anyways,
That ruins
congratulations
the
to
whole.
you.
That ruins the whole game plan, Coach. Come on now.
Congratulate.
You
Well,
have
tell
a
them no
certain game
foul.
plan in place, and they call ticky tack fouls, and your guys are on the bench,
The
and they got no
referee
chance to
set
get
the
into it.
tone early. The referee set the tone early how they was going to call the game. You did not adjust as a
They
coach.
adjusted.
You got
Still
to
be a bad
adjust
call.
to how those officials are calling the game. There's no
Rewatch.
question about
I'm gonna send you the tape.
it. Send me the tape. Send me
Rewatch
clips.
the game.
Send
You
me
didn't see it.
clips.
You didn't see it fully.
Send me clips. I only saw clips because I was busy. I was
That's
at
what I mean.
basketball.
You didn't see it fully. I'll send you it.
But I saw enough.
Huddle it.
Huddle. Go right ahead. But congratulations to the University of Michigan. Again, and kudos to that
And the
coach.
Big Ten.
No, Big Ten play well.
No, I
This
mean just
entire
in
tournament.
period. Football and basketball.
Yeah, but again, shout out to that coach. Again, just 2 short years ago, he was at a whole different school. And he was at FAU just 2 years ago, which is a lower level um, Division One opportunity, and then to get the opportunity to go win a national championship in 2 years, you got to give kudos to him and
Yeah.
his staff. Obviously, they've done everything right over the last couple
Hey,
years.
you know who's also on that staff right there?
Go
Oregon
ahead, man.
State coach. Oregon State's coach. I'm just
Well,
saying.
again, shout out to Michigan, no other school in that staff. It took them 2 years to recruit. No matter how much you try and find a way to be part of that championship, you lost at the end of the day, right? So it didn't matter if you lost,
Oh
and
man,
it didn't matter if you lost last week or this week.
I lost and I won.
No, you didn't. You lost.
I'm
And
always
then again, I want to go back to yesterday really quick while we're talking about college basketball. Congratulations, first and foremost, to UCLA, another program that I felt played really well. Yeah, and then
That's their first one ever.
it is, and that's crazy. It's hard to believe, but then if you think back to the UCLA days, it was mainly the boys. And again, I think it's awesome to actually see them dominate the way that they did yesterday. I think Don Stanley said it best. We did not show up to play.
Their championship game was against UConn. That was what they wanted
It
to
was. It was. That was such a big game. And again, a lot of emotions and things
Yep.
like that to take down a team that hasn't lost the game all year long. And that was exhausting, man. So,
Yeah.
so again, hats off to both of those teams for getting to that point. But then congrats again to UCLA first
You
championship.
see those girls have
Uh,
a dance already made?
I did.
I was
Hey,
like, wow.
them TikToks are already queued up, ready to go,
I
bro.
said, man, they said, listen, when we win this, we got to do this dance.
Post or delete. Post or delete. That's the
Man,
key.
okay.
And then I actually saw a picture of them back traveling back home on a plane, and one of the girls was doing her physics homework. So, that just shows the commitment level that she has to not only sports but academics. But shout out to them.
Yeah.
Staying in sports before we get to the news, I do want to talk about Gino and Don Stanley because I feel like that
Staley.
was the
Yeah.
topic of the weekend. I felt like that was it kind of Friday night was supposed to be about South Carolina taking down the number one overall seed, the team that hasn't lost. I think they was on a 68 game win streak or something like that, something crazy dating back to last year.
54.
Um, and it was overlooked because of Gino and Gino was having a bad day. I'm still a Gino fan. I'm also a Don Stanley fan, but at the end of the day, a loss a loss. You should have gave hats off, and I don't like the, um, I don't like the press release that some PR person typed up that wasn't Gino to send out to the press apologizing. I felt that you should have probably called Don Stanley directly. I know I'm pretty sure you can get a hold of her.
He did do that.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, I don't start rumors.
He did do it.
No, he didn't.
That's not a rumor. He did talk to her directly. He called her and talked to her. That is not a rumor.
After all of this,
He did it before the press release.
no, he didn't. Don made it clear she had not heard from him.
She talked to him. What they did get upset about it was that he did not mention her in the press release, but he talked to her personally.
You don't know, and I don't know, but from reports said it coming from the source, which is Don Stanley herself, said in the press conference last night when they was trying to talk about it, she said she had not heard from Gino directly.
Last night.
Yeah, after the game last night, she said
The
she
press
had
release
not.
came out today.
She said she had not heard from Gino. No, it came out yesterday, buddy. She said she had not heard from Gino. Period, and it came out yesterday.
You can talk to Stephen A. and ask him because that's where he said it.
So, anyways, back and forth on it. Bottom line, I don't like how Gino carried himself. I actually felt that he may have lost a couple recruits to that because I actually think you're still Gino at the end of the day. You can't discredit anything he's done in a basketball world, especially at UConn and stuff. But how you conducted yourself towards that, I've never seen ever. And I've seen UConn girls basketball a lot. I've never seen him behave the way that he did.
Okay.
Don Stanley handled it like a pro.
She did.
That's all I'm gonna say.
And he did have a bad day. So that's the one day out of how many years? 44 years?
It's the one day, but I think it's the stage and the magnitude, bro. I do think it's the stage and the magnitude. Like it completely overshadowed everything South Carolina had done. You heard nothing on any of the news outlet, mainstream outlets, or anything around South Carolina beating a team that was on such a hot streak, projected to win it all because of that moment, right? And I think what really bothered me even more is he went into the press conference. I'm pretty sure by the time he got to that press conference, he had already got reports that the girl ripped her own jersey, but what he said in the press conference did not help, right? So, and I even think I heard the girl say, it was out of frustration that she ripped her jersey while sitting next to Gino. So I just think it's crazy. Like I get that you have bad days, I agree, but just that magnitude and stuff, I just felt it was fully taken away from South Carolina what they accomplished.
I believe in that part of it, but I just believe it's one incident out of 44 years.
Let's hope you're right.
I mean, people make mistakes. I'm pretty sure she's made mistakes before too.
Yeah.
And they'll look by it and get by it. He'll keep whatever recruits, and if they decide to go somewhere else, that's on them. I mean, they got the choice. But I don't think he'll be bad. I think he'll still remain the same. They'll still be in the same spot. They'll still be ranked number 1 or number 2 to start the next year. So
yeah, I mean, we'll see. Should be interesting. Transfer portal open tomorrow. Everybody's entering. They already said University of Tennessee. They already said the University of Tennessee lost every player to the transfer portal.
I believe that.
That's unbelievable, man.
Well, I mean, she had a standard that they were supposed to be up to, and the team wasn't going there. I mean, the SEC was tough.
Yeah, it was. It was very tough.
I mean, Tennessee is supposed to be here, and they've been here.
Yeah. That
But
standard
I
was high,
mean,
but
but I also look at it like this: like you were the players on there that put it couldn't do anything as together. So where you think you're gonna go? Like
exactly,
the coach is gonna see who you play for and what you did, and they're gonna be like, I mean, where do you think you're gonna go play at? That you're gonna be in a
exactly.
better position than Tennessee? I'm just asking.
I, yeah, I don't disagree with you, man.
So I wonder whether I mean, you know, they're sitting there talking to their agents and family, and you know, I'm about to go to a different school. Well, what are your options? Like, do you
My
already
thing
know
is,
your options before you entered the portal?
you all hit the portal. That's the crazy part.
So they're already being tampered with beforehand. So are they already talking to people?
I think, but I think that's what needs to change in college sports in general, bro. Is everyone already been tampered with, right? I think the tampering has to stop.
Because how would you be like, I'm already leaving and already know where you're going?
Yeah, how
The
crazy is
coach
that?
itself don't even know you're leaving. Like, oh shoot, I didn't know you were about to leave. Well, yeah, I'm leaving. I'm already gonna go over. Boom. Such and such
It's
sign with such. What?
it's
You already
happening that quick, man. It's happening that quick.
like
Crazy,
wow.
ain't it?
And then
Yep.
that's what Few was saying. He's like, man, I ain't got time to really recruit other people. I got to recruit my own players
Yeah,
to
yeah.
see if
And
they
which
can
is
make
all
it and
which is
stay in.
also exhausting, right?
He's like, it's
By
no different now.
tomorrow, over the next week, you got to understand who's staying and who's going.
Right.
Most of that stuff you have to know by tomorrow, so that you
Yep.
can try and grab other players out of the portal
And then he
before
said,
you even before you even go and recruit that high school athlete.
correct.
How
That's what he
crazy
was
is
saying. He
that?
said, I feel sorry for the high school kids
Yeah,
because they're the ones that are missing out. If you're in that top 100, you're getting missed out because we're waiting to see A, if our guys are staying, and
yeah,
B, what other guys coming out in the porter that I can pick up that's already got a little bit more experience.
right, right.
And so now if you're that, you know, the top 101 to 150 that used to be going still to a top, you know, mid-tier D1 school, now
Uh
you're
huh.
falling down to mid majors,
Yeah.
which
No,
is
no,
good for
no.
the
That
mid majors, which you can go into and play a couple years down and they'll pick you up out of
and
those.
move. Yeah, I mean, at these days, you play 1 year and you're done.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, if you can get seen nowadays,
Right.
but I mean, there's a lot of people that are entering this draft. I see that you know going out. I'm like, man, you probably need to stay another year, especially as hyped up as this draft is. This is a tough one.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't like. I think the biggest thing is you don't know anybody's financial reasons, and right now we all know that all of this stuff that's occurring is due to money,
Yeah,
right? There's no other reason. There's no passion to play for a school anymore, right? There's no passion to be at a location for 4 years or 3 years or whatever the case may be. It's
yeah.
all about, how much are you paying me tomorrow, right? In order to get me to come and play for you. And do I like it? I don't like it because there's no collectives. I just think schools probably need to start getting a little smarter with their NILs and force kids to commit to 2 years in that NIL package. And if you leave, you pay us back type deal. I know some schools are doing that, but I just don't think there's enough doing
Why
that
is there no union of some sort?
because once you
Since since
start to, yeah,
since they're
once
getting
you
paid.
start to one, but once you start to deal with unions, bro, or you even start to put collectives in and stuff, you start to remove the boosters, who's the corporate for, let's give this $5 million bonus, this $4 million bonus to get him to come here, right? So once you start to remove that, it balances itself out,
No, you still
right?
get
So
boosters. You still have them involved in it, but now you
I
just
I
have a way where there's some kind of written language between each other, you
I
and the
don't think
school.
I don't think a kid should be requesting $100,000 to just visit your school.
That's
Nick
crazy.
Saban said that a couple
That's
years.
crazy.
That's unbelievable, and I think that's why he walked away from football because he was like, I am not going to pay
For
a
a
kid to
visit,
come and visit me,
man.
right?
You
But
lucky you fly you out here.
but you're hearing it. Kids are requesting money, and
That's crazy.
boosters are fulfilling that request to get kids to come and visit the schools. That's a problem, man.
Shoo, rewind
Like
the
that
clock.
that is a massive problem. So, like
Just
it depends on how you look at it.
think if people were getting paid back in the day, how much different sports would have been. People
Mhm.
knowing they're coming out and getting paid, like, oh shoot, what? Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
going to college. Yeah, I'm getting this.
yeah.
Oh man.
But like I just think a lot of things have to change. A lot of things has to occur. I do think that we need to put stipulations around what's happening. I think that's the most important part.
Yeah.
Um, But I just think, if you're gonna do NIL, or it's no longer NIL, if you're gonna do collectives, because the NIL piece speaks for itself, right? Those are businesses
Yeah,
publicizing kids.
correct.
The collectives is the part that everyone is struggling with, right? It's a big difference between the two. And everybody's struggling with that because it's free fall at that point, right?
Hmm.
And I think that's the part that they're going to have to put some sort of controls around, because it's crazy, right? Like I have family in school right now.
Yeah,
I've seen a couple those instances firsthand, and I just think it's crazy.
100,000
But
dollars.
if they could just hold on just about 4 more years, I'll have another nephew moving on too, and and hopefully, hopefully, if the cards play his way, yeah,
Oh, so you
I'd
got two new
love to be
agents.
part of that collective.
Like, dang,
Oh man,
y'all ain't supposed to be following me.
hey, I'm just saying, man.
What else we have going on the sports deal?
NBA playoffs around the corner.
Oh, it
Um,
is that season.
yep,
Sorry
yeah.
for you.
No, there's another week and a half left in the season. 15th is around the corner. Um, I feel really bad for the Lakers at this
I
very
was about
moment.
to say that.
I think they're probably the team to talk about. We'll congratulate Detroit here in a minute. Uh, but I just feel I felt they worked so hard to get the 3 spot, but then to lose Luca, and then I was reading the day that they lost AR, and it sounded like they should have been found out what was wrong with AR, but the Mavericks training staff or whoever does the X-rays was X-ray in the wrong area.
On
Um,
purpose.
so they gave misinformation to AR there. So it's back to just LeBron, man. Um,
It-
year
I
year
almost thought
20.
I almost thought this was sabotage. I almost thought like they had did this on purpose because it's almost like it's like let's see what LeBron can do. Like, okay, well, with him, blah blah blah. They were doing this. They're like, okay, well, he had plenty of time to rest. Let's see what LeBron can do.
Do we keep him or do we get rid of him?
Yeah,
Type deal.
I'm trying to figure this out. And then I hear this. I hear people say, "Well, man, they lost to Dallas," and I'm like, okay. And I look at the stat line. LeBron had 30, 9, and 15. That ain't his fault.
And they lost to Dallas. And
Yeah, I was
Cooper
like,
had
that is
and
not
Cooper
his
had
fault.
50. And Cooper had 50.
How you gonna get mad at LeBron when he puts up 30, 9, and 15?
Without, yeah. To see, it's one of those things with LeBron that he's so damn good. Either you love him or you hate him.
I agree with that.
There's no in between, right? There's no I don't. It's he's so damn good. You love him or you hate him. I think I was listening to Nightcap with Stephen A. and Ocho, and I think not Stephen A. but Shannon and Ocho.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
bad. Uh, but I think what Shannon said kind of resonated, right? Shannon said Jordan was so quiet because he didn't want the people to be involved in his stuff, right? But people wish that Jordan would have spoken up on certain issues and things like
Yeah,
that
yeah, I agree.
that he did not speak up on. Now you have a vocal LeBron, right?
With social
And
media.
with social
Yeah.
media and everything, because Jordan didn't have social media, but now you have a vocal LeBron, right? That he sends out one tweet or he has one thing on his media and everything goes crazy, right? So it's like, what the hell do y'all want the boy to do? You want to shut the hell up, or like, what are you asking him to do?
Yeah, I agree.
But
Like
because
it's
I
funny because I was just watching the same setup and Curry goes off for 29 or whatever, 29, 6, and
Mhm, I
5.
saw that.
They lost. Oh my God. Man, such a great performance, man.
Yeah,
But he didn't follow through. But oh my God, he's still doing it at 37.
yeah.
Like, I'm trying to figure this out. That's the same people in age almost. He's 4 years older. He lost the game, put up 39 and 15.
39 and 15, and
And y'all talk
those
about
are
how come he
normal
couldn't win
numbers.
the game against Dallas. And
Yep,
he over I'm like, wait a minute here.
those are normal numbers for LeBron. He's supposed to do that, right? So now people have become accustomed to him supposed to do it. That when he do it, they don't cherish that moment. You good?
That's my dog barking for. He ain't stopped. I mean, somebody's outside my door for no reason.
So yeah, no, I just think it's crazy. At the end of the day, I know LeBron don't care, but at the same time, people just need to I know witness greatness wise here because I don't think we're ever gonna have another LeBron.
I agree.
Probably not in our generation. Just like there's never gonna be another Jordan, right? So I'm just lucky I lived through both of those generations, right? Like again, we can sit around and talk about who's the next best player or the face of the NBA, but we have yet to see a Michael Jordan, a Kobe, a LeBron. Like those are generational talents. And I just think you can't compare them because they're all different. They're built different. They play different. I mean, it's just all crazy with those three.
Yeah.
But we'll never see that type of talent again. And I think they all left a really big impact on the game. And I don't know if this is LeBron last year or not. I do think that he's
Well, you
probably
can't
going to
still be
go,
doing 39 and 15.
but he can also walk away, man.
I
I'm
mean,
pretty sure
I
there's
agree.
other things in
I
life
agree.
he want to do.
I
You
agree.
know what
I
I
agree.
mean?
He has
Maybe
been
there
playing
is,
for
maybe there's
20,
not.
23 years.
Yeah, I mean, 23 years and you put up 39 points and 15 against a 24-year-old.
Yeah.
Who the hell was guarding you? Because that's the person you should be taking his lunch from.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I just think that's crazy. How they treat LBJ, and like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of LBJ, but
Yeah.
um, I I I know talent and I embrace it and I respect the hell out of him.
So who do you got winning MVP of the league, defensive player of the year, and rookie of the year?
Rookie of the year is the Charlotte kid, for sure. I
You think
I think I don't. Cooper's making a push for it right now because hell, he
no, I
had
said
50 and
the same
40.
thing. I mean, he just went out for 50
He-
or 45. He
Yeah,
said, "You are
yeah,
not
50
getting
and
this
40
MVP
plus.
award."
Yeah, he did. But when you look at rookie of the year, I look at the value on the team.
Yep.
A year ago, Charlotte was at the bottom, right? And now they're pushing the play in right now. You got to give, and again, that kid was an X factor and a big difference in terms of what's going on.
Yeah.
So I give him the edge. Uh, and Cooper's probably second there. Um,
Well, that's probably about it.
Defensive player of the year. I say it every year. I'm gonna say it again this year. Uh, Bam is a defensive assassin. I don't care what nobody say. I know I'm a diehard Heat fan and whatnot, but if you look at the numbers every year, the last 2 years when he's been shafted of deep defensive player of the year, I just think he's not. Miami is not that top four seat, so that's why he don't even get looked at for defensive player of the year. But I do, I'm gonna call him out again there. And then MVP, it depends on who missed a game this week. Because there's a couple of them. If they miss one more, they ain't eligible.
Oh wow.
So Jokic, one of them.
Jokic and Wemby.
Yeah, I think if they both miss one more game, they're not eligible. So if you look at San Antonio, do you go for MVP on that final game, and also what is the definition? Because do you put him in and then take him out and quote unquote he played, or does he physically have to play? Because if I had to,
Just
I'm
has to get on the
going.
floor.
Yeah, I'm going. Yama Yama, whatever his name is. I'm going him solely because a year ago San Antonio was also at the bottom, right? With him and CP3, and he's taking that team to the second place, right? Yeah,
You
Jokic
got
does a good
Fox.
job and his slow, crafty move, but I've seen enough
Some
Jokic
good
over the
guards.
next several years. Show me something different. You know what I mean?
You got
To
you,
get that MVP,
you gotta see. You gotta understand.
where
San Antonio's really young.
yeah, but also he's with Jokic, he's doing what he's doing, but Denver's not a top two team. You see what I'm saying? Several years ago when he won it back to back to back, Denver was a top two team.
Yeah.
Right now, all of a sudden, Denver's losing a lot of games,
He was out
and
for a little
he's
while.
going off. And as I look at those, I'm like, right, he's going off, but Denver's winning a lot. Right? Uh,
That dude still amazes me. I don't understand how he can score so well, get so many rebounds, and
it's
then
the
smoke 30 packs of cigarettes.
I think it's the
I don't know how he does it.
you know how
His
we always
trigger is
talk about
ridiculous.
speed and tempo.
Yeah.
The NBA game is so fast, and his game is very slow.
Yeah.
Right? So when a player mind or brain is going really fast, and you're playing against a player that's super slow, that's why he's so effective, right? Now his IQ is one of a kind. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna disagree with that one. His IQ is one of a kind. When it comes down to rebounds, I say this all the time, and it's so funny because it kills me. If you're playing 8 9 minutes in the NBA and you are a big, okay, you're big. If you can't get 3 to 4 rebounds a game, that is a quarter. That is a problem given how many possessions there is in a game.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a ton of bigs that are just lazy that they don't go and get the boards. Where you got this dude is going for every single rebound there is, right? So
Getting
when
200
he's
from the
getting
ground.
3 to 4 per quarter, it's very easy to average 12
Yeah.
to 13 rebounds a game, right? Again, take away his IQ because his IQ is one of a kind. But the rebounding situation, it's the same thing I tell my high school kids, my guards and stuff. Buddy, all you got to do is get 2 rebounds a quarter to average 8 rebounds a game.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't say 3 and 4 and 5
They
as
don't
a
think about it
guard.
that way.
If you just get 2 rebounds a quarter, as much as I want to say, how easy it is, but apparently it's not. But because I think a lot of kids struggle. But I've had kids this year that would play 25, 26 minutes
Yeah.
and get 1 rebound.
That's effort.
Like, all you got to do is get 2. Most of the times the ball find you.
Yeah.
You see, if you're boxing out and you're in the right spot, the ball will find you 2 times a game.
Yeah.
Right. So
I agree.
I think I just struggled there with just bigs in general in the NBA or guards too, because I feel like the rebounding piece and what they take 120, 130 shots a game, the rebounding piece should be natural, man. Like that should everybody should be averaging at least the people that play a high volume a minute.
Yeah.
All of them should be at 7, 8, 9 rebounds.
I mean, not if your big is averaging 15 rebounds.
Well, yeah, that's true. But there's usually 50, 60, 70 missed shots a game.
Yeah.
So
Especially
that's a high
shooting
number,
threes.
bro. That's a high number. That's a high number.
We need to get up
I
80
think
shots
I
a
saw
game.
the Heat score like 156 points the other night against Washington. I was like, well, who the
It's
hell? What?
Washington. Washington
Yeah,
just
but
let everybody.
yeah, but holy cow, bro! And then
Yeah.
and then you want to sit there and charge premium pricing? Like they gotta fix that, bro. If
That's
I
a
was
whole
them,
other thing.
I get rid of the NBA lottery. I get rid of it. I get rid of it. I put everybody in that damn drawing board. Everybody.
And it just
Say y'all.
doesn't matter. You just get to pick how
Yep.
you pick.
Yep. Say y'all want to tank. Everybody goes in.
I mean, they try to do that a little bit by having the balls for the first 10, and then they can mix it up a little bit.
It don't work though, man. It ain't working because teams are still tanking because they know that their odds are super high,
'Cause
right?
you got more.
And
You
then
got
they
more
and then they
balls
have
out
all of
there.
these stipulations, right? If you finish last, right, you're guaranteed a top 4 spot or something like that, right?
Yeah.
My thing is if you're guaranteed a top 4 spot, how does that ball know to drop in there? Right. So sometimes I'd be like, that's sabotage as well.
So they probably pull, then they put a certain amount there for the top 4 that are left, and then do it that way. I
It's
don't
just
know.
odd, man.
They
Like
don't ever discuss it.
they don't.
Why don't they
But
just
them
let
ball
AI do it?
Yeah, I just think it should. They should just put everybody in there. Everybody get 1 ball because that'll force teams to stop tanking. Because now all of a sudden you finish
I
last
mean,
this year and you get that last pick. Yeah,
that's like football.
yeah,
No matter what, you last, you get first.
yeah.
They
But
don't even do it. They don't even do it when you get an opportunity that somebody else can get first.
no,
It's
you
just
just last, you
automatic.
get first. Yeah,
Yeah.
but we got. I mean, we just have to stop tanking for multiple reasons. A, gambling is becoming more and more. Sports gambling is one of the biggest things in the world now,
Yeah.
right?
Everybody
And
got
you
it.
get
Everybody got
and
an
you
app.
got and you got teams tanking, right? So now you're messing up people money. And then, if you don't want to go there, now all of a sudden you're talking about stop paying people then. I mean, stop make your games free for the tankers. Period. First 15,000 people get a free ticket.
Well,
Other 2,000s for your season ticket holder. But because at the end of the day, why would you pay $3, $4, $500 to go and watch a team tank?
yeah.
Right? We got free tickets to the Blazers that was passed to us, and we went and watched them play Brooklyn, and you clearly saw Brooklyn ain't trying to win no game.
Yeah.
Like even my mom was like, "That's crazy."
Yeah. Then it's not even fun to watch though.
No,
Because then you're like, dang, why we even show up here for this
is
game?
that exactly
Yeah. I
crazy,
agree.
man?
I don't you don't have a Shea Butter up in there for your MVP? OKC?
I don't. You know what? I struggle with back to back MVPs because I just feel, and I know he didn't get it last year.
Yeah,
Um,
you did.
oh yeah, he
You got
did.
it last
Yeah,
year.
yeah. I just feel if you win it that year, the next year expectations is higher, right? For me to vote for you, you just showed me what you had this year. For
Yep.
me to vote for you next year, I don't want the same shade. I feel like this year I've seen the same shade.
Oh, okay. What would
I
you
don't
need to
feel
see
like,
differently from him?
yeah, like I change your
He
game,
owns the mid range game, by the way.
change your game, exactly, change your game.
He's made more mid range shots than like 20 of the teams.
Yeah, he has, he has,
That's
and I'm not
insane.
telling him to go away from the mid range, but let me see more of your game.
But this is what's crazy. He shoots the mid range at such a high clip, but no one else in the league shoots mid range.
No, but because the NBA went away from the mid range, man, they want three ball or nothing, right? So
What is
when you go
going
away
on at
from
the
that,
house?
that's a whole different conversation. Dog still barking?
Yeah.
Go in there and peep, bro. Go in there and peep.
Jesus.
Just go peep because you keep looking. You're stressing me out,
Driving me crazy here.
man. Chat, Jenny, I know you're listening. Fix the dog. Man, how y'all doing, chat? I ain't see y'all in 2 weeks. The four people that's online, y'all doing okay? Maybe a little bit. Oh man, my guy, Mike. Mike is good. It's good to see you in the chat, buddy. Good to see you in the chat, man. Happy to see you. Did you get some rest today, Mike? Did they let you rest a little bit, or are they still bothering you every 2 hours?
Oh my lord.
Oh, Mike, I know it's taking you forever to type on that phone, buddy.
Oh lord. These damn people. I tell you. What's the point of putting up a sign that says no people knocking at your door? And this dude was like, I said, what are you doing? First, it's dark in front of my house, so I'm like, yeah, who are you barking at? Look out there, dude just standing on my porch. Like, who the hell is this dude? I'm like looking around. I'm like, it's 9 o'clock in the night. Who the hell's in my house?
Well, first of all, I blame y'all because your phone's right there. You guys should have maximum security up in that joint. You should see everybody walking by your house on your phone.
I could see the thing on my phone, but he stood to the side of my garage until I opened the door or looked out the corner of my window. I was like, because Cash is just barking away. So then I
Mm.
opened it up. I was like, who are you, man? Asked him, you heard of that? I was like, pest control? I already got pest control. Well, who do you use? It doesn't matter. Do you see that sign and you know what time it is? Man,
Damn, you
bye.
rolling around at 9 o'clock looking for some pest control
This is the
clients?
wrong spot.
Mm,
Man, I'm like, dang,
man,
dude.
it's
They got you
crazy.
walking around. This well, we got to do this. Not at no 9 o'clock. You don't. Do you know people
Our
got
gu-
to school?
our guy Mike's online.
Gosh, I had my dog up there barking for the last 5 minutes. Yeah,
All
I'm
right,
thinking he's
moving
just
on.
barking at people across the street.
Moving on, bro. We in the midst of stuff. Don't be
That's
shooting
facts.
him. That ain't his fault.
It is his fault. He the one
He
knocking on my door.
he just trying to get a client, man.
Well, he shoot, the wrong one.
Just trying to get a client.
Ah, man. Let me drink in.
All right, moving into the sport. Moving into the world. Go ahead. What you got?
I ain't got nothing. Oh, I do have something. Did you see that the last night somebody in Portland was speeding the wrong way down the road and flew off the embankment there into the
Oh, into
Willamette
the
River
river?
downtown?
Into the river?
They sure did.
They found him though. They rescued him.
Yeah, he got lucky.
What? He ain't get lucky. He know exactly what he was doing.
He got rescued. He got lucky.
Yeah. Well, you know what? If you're gonna say, first of all, if you're
And
gonna
I'm glad.
speed,
Hey, I'm glad no one else got hurt. By the way, 'cause
that's the key.
apparently
Right?
he was.
Now you're talking right because apparently he was drinking too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen that happen.
Yeah. So that's why he got lucky because he was drunk.
Are they going to start putting up like barriers or something? Because this has happened more than once.
You
That a
do,
car
and
coming
that
down the
and
road
that
and
and
went
that
straight
and
their
that
way.
road has no barriers.
No,
First and foremost, no, they ain't putting up no barriers because then they're gonna come in and ask Washington County for help to fund the barriers. No, absolutely not.
hey, it's the Protect the Willamette Fund.
I don't protect whatever they want to protect. You know, no,
Yeah,
absolutely not.
go ahead. Hey, Mr.
No,
Mayor, talk about
no, we're gonna
talk
we're
about
gonna
the
get into the
problem.
political world. I was already bothered today because I saw in the news today that Multnomah County is trying to reach out to Washington County and Clackamas County for help with their homeless population. Right?
We already built
Um,
some shelters out here.
take the shelters out of the equation. I already have to pay a homeless tax every year. Right? Them ain't my homeless people. Right? And guys, I know I might sound sour about it because one of the reason being in Portland, there's two types of homeless people. There's people that really do need the help and they
Yep.
want the help, and that's a very small population in Portland. But then um, you got the crew that want to be homeless,
Yeah.
right? That they're okay with it, they want
Living
it,
off the
right?
grid.
And they're running around here saying, "Hey, all I need is a beer, right? Or all I need is weed, or or drugs, right?" And we can say, their mental health is right. We can say, they're an addiction. I get all of that, right? And what I where I struggle at is that if there's ways to help a person, help them, but they also have to want to be helped. If
Right.
they don't want to be helped, I have no sympathy for them, right? Because I think when people don't want to be helped or they don't want the assistance, the first thing people want to do is say mental health.
Yeah. Or addiction.
No, they don't want your help, right? I just saw a video from Delonte West, right? Um
Back
he's
on the
been going
street.
through sobriety and stuff, right? Like he's been sober for like 6 months now, something like
Oh,
that.
okay. That's the last
Looking
one.
good, looking good. He was in Florida, just the other day, right? In a treatment facility,
Oh, okay.
right? Understand? He went a long period of time where he did not want help.
Yeah.
Like, understand that people tried to offer him help, give him help, in every possible way, and he didn't want it, right? And we got so many of those people in Portland, and it just drives me nuts, right? Don't come reaching out to me as a hardworking American to ask for help, right? When you're enabling it, right? You're not putting the appropriate amount of programs or saying, nope, you're not sleeping here, right? I drove downtown when we was driving to the motor center. They have a whole camp for homeless people.
Yeah.
Whole outdoor camp.
Yep.
Come on, bro. So that just tells me right there, you're not about getting people off the streets. You're about making people comfortable.
Well,
As a mayor, how could you go home with saying that's okay and you're sleeping when you got those people sitting outside? That blows my mind away, man.
here's the problem to it. First of all, how do you know your homeless tax goes to the homeless?
Well, first of all, you don't.
Okay.
That's the biggest. Well, but that's taxes in general. That's the biggest issue I just have with taxes in general. Is that there is no way to tell where your tax dollars are going, right? I believe in paying taxes, right,
Who would
and
know that?
stuff,
The attorney
but
general?
I don't know who makes that determination.
Huh.
I used to call the state of Oregon and that's for an audit report, and they will hang up on me every year. So I gave up doing that.
Maybe if you're the news, that would give you some info.
I just you know what? Maybe I should reach out to the news and say, hey, is there a way we can find this information? Because
Where's my
everybody talk about, oh
where's
well, it's
my homeless
public
tax on?
information. It's public information. Where the hell do you find it at?
The
If
library.
anybody in the chat know, y'all let me know.
The library. Google. Here's what I don't
Man,
understand. Okay, so most of these camps or most of these shelters that they do have for the homeless, they are only usually for the night. Like you're there for you can sleep. So I said, well, then where do they go during the day? They just
walk
have to
around
leave.
town.
Why can't they stay at the shelter? What if they don't want to go outside? Like,
Walk
what if
around
they just
town, man.
wanted to stay in the shelter? Nope, they got to go.
Why
Why do
don't we
I have
have
to leave?
resources out there? Why don't we have resources out there trying to clean them up?
But that's the thing is once they leave, once they sleep there for the day and you kick them out, then what do you expect them to go for the day?
Yeah.
They don't have a home. It's raining. Let's say it's raining or something. They got to go find some place to go.
Yep.
So they're going to
Yep.
go to the first place they know, back to a tent,
Well, it
to a park,
well,
to
you know, and
somewhere or somebody's business front.
where I scrub, God forbid if I'm ever homeless, guys. Because I'm just thinking about me right now, right? I'm in Miami or I'm in San Diego or I'm somewhere where
Resort.
it's hot.
Yeah.
It doesn't rain 9 months out the year. Like how are you okay with just here?
I don't know.
I struggle with that.
I think sometimes it has to do with a few things. The ability to get drugs, the ability to get money, um, and the lacks of laws that allow them to do whatever they want to do.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's what it depends on. Like if you go to LA, like they got like a whole community that
yeah,
they
yeah.
took over, right? And they just got to the point where they're just like, we ain't gonna even deal with it. We just gonna let them go ahead and they got a whole name for it. They don't make movies about it, and they just still continue to do it. You would think after all these years, somebody would have said, you know what? I'm tired of seeing this. Let me go ahead and clean this up.
Yeah,
They just
yeah.
said, nope, we're just
I
gonna let
mean,
it go because it's just gonna keep
and
happening anyway.
and we got all of these billionaires and stuff. And yes, we all know that it takes money, and we can all say, okay, what part can we play in it? I agree, right? Like I even asked myself, what part can I play in it? And we used to go and feed the homeless every Christmas, right? And we would take the kids, right? And I think we stopped doing that because the amount of drugs that's happening in Portland.
Yeah,
And I remember my nephews was super young. My daughter was young, right?
yeah,
And she see a dude with a needle in his arm, right? While we're trying to give them food and stuff, and you have to say, yeah, just leave him alone. I thought that was super odd because that was just something we would do. We would be like, hey, let's go and get these people a hot meal. Let's figure it out,
yeah,
right? Out of our own pockets. We didn't like let's do our part. But
yeah.
then many of them don't want it. We've had people to tell us while we're trying to feed them, I don't want no damn food. I want drugs, right?
Or
And I'm
money.
like, come on, bro. Like, really?
Like you have an opportunity to be picky right now.
Yeah. Like in the position you're in. So I don't know. I just think as a mayor, I don't know. Like this part of me, this is why I want to go into politics. The other part of me is why I don't want to go into politics because then all of a sudden, ain't nobody finna be throwing shade at me because ain't no Paula. You start throwing shade at me, talking about defeat Maurice. He's for the homeless, or he ain't for the homeless. We gonna have a big problem. If you start lying on me. I ain't gonna sit there and lie. I'm sending people at your house,
Hey,
politicians.
this is the funny thing. A lot of these people, have the same thought and vision before they get into office. Like, I want to do this, do this, do this,
Yeah,
do this.
all of
And they
them.
then they get into the office, and that money start talking, and then they're
Yep.
like, "Well, I did want to help these people out, but they
They
are giving me a
shift
lot more
course.
money. So let me go ahead and go with what they want to
They
go with.
shift course, man. They shift course, bro. I don't think I'll be able
You
to.
can let the
I
money
don't.
sway you.
I don't have I don't have the mentality to go to like to sway myself like that, man. I just don't. I don't know. I just think it's crazy. Oh, and then a correction on that person that was driving the wrong way. It looked like it was four people.
Ooh,
One person was saved, two people died, and
oh,
one is still missing, which is more than likely dead.
whoa! So we missed a whole bunch.
We missed a whole bunch. But you know what the news publicized? One person was saved. They didn't. I didn't hear the part that two was dead, but
Oh wow!
yeah, we ain't put no barriers up though. I can't afford that. Mm-mm. That's an additional fund.
Yeah, some of
Nope.
them go up there.
You want to drive the wrong way? Just note you're gonna end up in the river. Better have a life
That's
jacket
like
in your
I
car.
just saw another person on one of my things that drove the wrong way. out
It
here.
was, yeah, it was on the freeway, man.
Yeah,
I'm starting to see that more and more. But then at the end of the day, they're intoxicated, right? So, um, if we were in the
bro.
early 2000s, if we were in the 90s, and I'm not telling you guys this is okay, but people driving under the influence, um, still not good, but I wouldn't be as I am today when you have all of these mechanisms and getting home, right?
True.
And your tolerance, right? And this doesn't mean you can't go to the bar and have a beer or two and go home, right? This means that your impaired level, right? So I think I have less sympathy for the people that know that they're physically impaired, getting on the freeways wrong or driving the wrong way, right? I just think it sucks for the victims, right? The people that's just driving home or just minding their own business, and all of a sudden you got this drunk person who seems to never die. By the way, I want to call that out. Like when you're intoxicated, you're less likely to die because you don't tense up. And then you murder a family and not even realize what you did until the next day.
Yeah.
Take an Uber, people. Uber ain't even sponsoring this, but take an Uber.
Uber better sponsor. They need to get
Take a
you to
Lyft.
Vegas.
Take a Uber. Call a friend.
Uber. Because the friend probably drunk too. Get your Uber. Get your Uber ride. Hey, shoot. You can't even
Well,
say
hold
the
up, hold
Uber
up,
ride.
hold
Get
up, hold
back
up,
up.
hold up,
Go
Mike.
ahead.
Hold up, Mike. We already talked about this, right? We
What is it?
know. Look, so for chat, for those of you guys that don't know, prayers up for our guy Mike. He's in the hospital right now. I'll let him come on and talk about his issues. Uh, but prayers for him.
Yeah.
I was visiting him, and I've already told him they got him in the Howard Johnson um, paying Ritz Carlton prices. Uh, and he's still mad about his bed. He 3 days in there and still mad about the. Mike, I tried to ask you if you wanted me to go yell at the people and get you a better bed. You said no. So we
Mike,
just gotta haul it out, bro.
Mike,
One more
you
night.
need the pad for the bed to make it a little bit more
One more
comfortable.
one more night, bro. Yeah, you gotta bring in the hold. One more night, bro. Stick it out. He said sway on people into getting him a better bed.
Oh, okay. Who you got to talk to? I'll put Jenny right on it.
He had OHSU, so he won't be punching him.
Yeah, she'll make a call. What? We need to have this right
Oh
now.
man. That's
Boom.
funny, bro.
They'll roll you in a brand new bed,
We hear you,
sitting on
Mike.
20s.
We hear you. We're praying for you. Anything you need except that bed, brother, we can probably get it to you.
And no, the bed's probably easier.
We were let me tell you about him. I gotta tell this story. I wasn't gonna tell it. So Sunday we were at the hospital, right? No, Saturday we were at the hospital, right? So you can tell Mike was on drugs already. You can already tell. So he came in the room because they was doing an MRI on him,
Yeah.
or an ultrasound. He came in there looking like Albert Einstein, right? Hair spiked up. He can barely see us, right? So he was like, "What the hell?" So the lady talking to him, right, as they're touching his feet and stuff, and make sure he has feelings, right?
Uh-huh.
Mike done told the lady
Double tap. Oh.
this leg always been numb. The one time I felt it is when I had them edibles on Christmas Eve.
Wait a minute. That's the only time you felt your leg?
I just thought, I said, boy, this dude's stupid. Like,
Mike,
so
I be
you knew
eating,
he was jacked up. He was
Mike,
talking
I
about,
be
hey,
eating them all the time.
the nurse just started laughing. Boy. He told me, I said, that's the one time I actually felt good. Boy, I was up dancing and everything on them edibles.
He was. He was
Said,
moving.
this doggone dude, man. I said, he gonna tell the nurse anything, man.
But basically what you're saying is you need some Tivas.
That's kind of what he was trying to tell. I was gonna say, Mike, you want me to go get you some, but then they want the nurse to yell at me and kick me out. So I just left that between
You
him and
can't
her.
shake these Tivas while you're taking this medication.
I just left that between him and her, man.
Well, I visited Dr. Oz and he said yes.
Mike, you'll be home tomorrow. I'll bring a care package if you need one.
Ooh wee.
All right,
Signed,
what else we
sealed,
got? What
delivered.
else we got in the news, man?
There's so much stuff in the news, but
There is.
I was
Yeah, we're
about to
not
say
getting into
something.
politics right now. We'll save that.
What else I got? I had sent myself a bunch of stuff, but I decided I wasn't even going to get to it because there's so much stuff that has happened in 2 weeks. Oh, I was going to discuss this. So while we were on our trip to Vegas,
Mm-hmm.
taxi prices are crazy. By the way,
Hey, we're gonna get cut tonight.
oh, you cutting the taxi people?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, we almost died in the taxi.
So, which one you gonna talk about? We died, or you gonna talk about your trip from the airport?
What happened from my airport?
We all had 3 different taxi prices.
Well, that was crazy, but I'm talking about how we almost died in the taxi going back from Fremont. So we get these taxis, right? And most of the time you don't wear a seatbelt because you're in Vegas. And you're also able to have your beverage with you as well as you're riding along in these taxis. So beverage in hand, right? Conversating, and all of a sudden, I seriously think I got whiplash, right? So we stopped. My drink could have. I'm surprised I didn't spill it. But was it a truck or a van?
That was an SUV. Yeah.
Whatever that was, the dude was literally an inch or so away from us. This guy, it would have been on my side. I'm like, it didn't matter what side.
It was my side,
we,
people.
we was
Like
about to
that.
get hit.
That was
It
the
didn't matter
funny
the
thing is
side.
that they had the best view. I'm sitting here like, whoa, 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 and they over there like I almost died. I said, no, I almost died. Y'all almost.
Man, and the crazy part about it is I'm intoxicated majority of the time, so I don't even feel any of this pain until I literally get off the plane here back to Portland. I'm like, oh my god, oh
It
wee, my
was.
neck.
It was almost an event for what. Hey, shout out to that taxi driver
Yeah,
because
he
he
does
did
get
save
props.
us. He maneuvered the heck out of it because that car was. It was almost like that car was on a mission to play bump up cars with us,
Yeah, he
bro.
did save us.
Yeah, because I mean he whipped it, blew the horn, whipped it, kept going.
I,
That SUV kept
I
coming.
almost
So I
died
don't know
twice
what was
then.
going on there.
On the way to the airport, the dude almost got hit. See, I
Yeah.
got double whiplash. That's what's going on. I'm suing a taxi company.
You know, we had some really bad taxi drivers. You know, first of all, the taxi driving company that it depends on what taxi you get in. Coming from the airport, we all
Yeah.
had 3 different prices going to the exact same hotel.
But you
Not
guys
sure
didn't
how
pay
that
with
worked.
card, did you?
No, I paid cash.
Yeah, I paid with card, so it was an extra $4. If I would have known that, I wouldn't have paid with the card.
Why though? Why is there a fee for paying with a card? Like America has pushed.
And most people don't want you to use cash.
Yeah, America has pushed cashless sales, but then they want. Why do they want to pay you to pass the credit card fees to you? First of all, I've never seen a credit card fee for $4 and $5 unless you're taking money out the ATM machine in Vegas. I want to call that out.
True.
Typically, when you're doing credit card transactions, it's pennies on the dollars because of how much credit card transactions you're doing. So why is the American people being charged $4 and $5 for every transaction in a taxi?
Because most people only use credit cards and they know you'll use it. Credit or debit. Because you really
And
don't
then
carry cash.
one
So that's why
one
they're
of the
trying to get
taxi
that extra mark.
drivers, one of the taxi drivers, I tried to I had 220s, right? And my bill was 1997. I won't forget that. So I looked at him. I said, "Hey, bro, you got some change?" He said, "I ain't got no change." Thinking I was gonna use my card. I gave him that 20. I said, "Well, you ain't getting no tip," and got out the car. I know he was mad. I know he was mad. But
Hey,
because at the end of the day, you think I'm finna give you a 20 and tip?
just think about it though. They're actually making $20 to go 2 miles. If more than that, sometimes.
I don't think they're making it. I think the company's making it.
Oh. Either way, it's like 5 minutes of your time because you're
It
running
is.
people all over Vegas.
It is.
So you could
And the
probably drop
crazy thing,
off 20 people within an
yeah.
hour.
Well, you know what was funny was that it cost us 20 to come from the airport, but then it cost us $8. What Buddy got us to the end of that script in like $8? It was
Oh
six
yeah.
dollars when we
Yep.
got to the curve, and
True.
then he got us down the
You
script.
know,
The whole script in like $2.
this dude back at my house.
Nah, he just walked around the neighborhood, bro. Cash just got a cash. Cash just got a cash.
You don't like that guy.
No, he don't.
Dang.
Yeah, but Vegas was a near death experience. I do want to call out, thank you Vegas for the pools.
Oh
You
yeah.
really helped my legs. Because they had me walking every night.
They
Yeah, every
nah,
single night we
we did
walked
walk every single night though.
back to the room. Every single night we would walk 4 miles to the room. Every single night. I want to call that out. I keep saying
And I
every
still weigh the
single
same.
night because we continuously said we're gonna get in a taxi and we kept
Well, we
walking.
talked about the price. We just talked about the price of the taxi. And that's why we didn't walk. That's why
We
we didn't
kept,
pay it.
we kept walking. We kept walking. But I ate every night though. That was a good thing.
Shoot, I ate too much.
So yeah, that's another thing. I think we spent more money on food now in Vegas than we do alcohol now at this point, which is it kind of shifted
Rare for
from when
me.
it shifted from when we were younger, right? Like if you think about it when we were younger,
2 years ago. For me.
once like exactly younger. You're hey, once you get that post
The-
age, then all
They
of a
go, oh my
sudden
gosh, he's growing up. Look at him. He's eating 3 times a day.
5 times a day in some cases.
Yeah. That's I said that's why I'm broke, because I'm eating more. I need
We
to
were
drink.
eating. And every meal is $30.
Jeez. And that's the thing. You can try to go off the strip, you gotta pay your $40 to get off the strip. 20 there, 20 back.
Yeah. And then you eat for cheap.
Yeah. So you try to average it out, it almost comes to be the same thing. I'm like, this ought to be
Yeah.
getting you.
Yeah. I want to cut the craps machine early. Craps machine had me, guys. I was up, tried to go all in on the bet, 7'd out. A little bit upset about that craps machine.
Well, I'm cutting the MGM Park MGM, where I had my only $60 that I had for the whole year, holding in my pocket, put it on black. Nope. It was 14 red. I said, dang. Happy
That's your birthday.
I know, that's what I said. And I walked away. And he goes, oh, should have went red. I was like, yeah, obviously.
Ooh, yeah,
There went those chips. I said, well,
yeah.
it's not meant for me to do anything tonight.
What else is going on in the news?
Shoot. I don't know. You know what's weird? That you know the talk show lady and her mom that's been missing for 2 months.
Yeah. The Today Show, Sarah.
So she went back to work
I
today
think. Yeah, I saw that.
after
She
she
was
gave
happy.
a 48
You
hour
know,
special or something like that just the other week.
you know, you know what was crazy was she was like she said she was happy to be back, and they was happy to have her. And then I don't know if you saw, but TMZ broke some additional information. Another ransom note came in today, saying that if they gave him a half a Bitcoin, he would disclose where her body's at.
Oh, so she's already dead.
So I guess they got back to back letters. The last night or something, they got a letter saying that time is an excessive. And then all of a sudden today they got another one and said time is no longer a factor. But I can tell you where her body's at. And then they went on to say that they had nothing to do with it. But why are you reaching out to TMZ on this?
This seems all weird,
Is this not an odd case?
especially
Like
for
you got a
last
missing,
going on for 2 months,
you got a missing person that's been going on for
and
two
no one can
months.
track who's sending the stuff.
No one can track it, not even our own federal government, and they're sending it to TMZ out of all people.
Yeah,
Make that make sense.
yeah. I'm trying to figure that out. It
I
just
hope
seems
they find
like
him. I hope they find her though. I do. Like no one should have to go through that with their mom. But I hope they find
They're trying to say it could possibly be a fake deal, like it's somebody in the family doing it.
I've heard that too. I've heard that too. But whoever's doing it, they got a secure computer, so they got to be a tech person, a good tech person, man, because that all of that stuff is traced back, right?
My
So
thing is, why her?
yeah,
She ain't the
out
richest
of all
person.
people, out of all people,
Yeah,
yeah, maybe were they just watching a Today Show and just started scouting the parents of the people and said we're gonna
that's
take
what
her?
I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah,
Like, why her of all people?
yeah. It ain't like she had money or anything like that. Like that. That's the crazy part, man.
Huh. This would also be driving me crazy. Like these people for ransoms. Like some people be like taking these kids, like look at like that one movie that came out with Denzel when they
Yeah,
stole his son or whatever, thought it was
yeah.
his son, but it wasn't his son.
Man on fire.
No, 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 no. Uh, it's just a new one. He just came out. He did it with shoot. Either way, then he thought his son got taken, and they did a ransom for him, but it ended up being the his
Oh
friend.
yeah, 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 yeah. It ended up being the son friend. Nope, I watched that
Yeah,
one.
and he's like,
Yep.
"Well, I ain't gonna pay for it." Then he goes, "What? He ain't important to you?" Type of deal. And he's like, "Well, he's no longer. It's no longer my son. So where am I
Yep.
gonna get the money from?" That kind of thing. And I'm like thinking, like sometimes people take these people, and you're trying to say realistic numbers, like, "How am I gonna get you $1 million when I really only make 35,000 a year?" So come on, man. And plus, what are you doing taking my, whoever mom or whatever? What is that gonna solve?
Right. Yeah.
So I'll be trying to figure these out. These people and their kidnapping issues,
No one knows, man.
ransoms.
No one knows. But the fact that they're sending the ransom to TMZ just tells you right there that it has to be somebody that's familiar with who gets the news out and everything from a state's perspective. That's what makes me think that she's not in a different country. I think she's in Arizona somewhere.
Just hanging
And
out.
now it sounded like in a message tonight that she's now officially deceased.
Hmm, strange. What else? A lot of stuff is happening. We talked about the cruises, right? Didn't I tell we talked about the cruise? They're no longer playing
No,
black music.
oh, we talked about it in Vegas
Oh yeah, no longer playing black music on the Carnival cruises.
at all, or
Uh, nope.
just in the club.
Well, that's what the music says in the club. My guy. Remember the club?
So
My
so
guy had the same
so
track every single night, the same
so did
mix.
did that come from? So did that come from Carnival themselves, or
Yep.
what? Did it come from you listening to TikTok and
Nope.
everything else?
Carnival themselves.
And how did they word that? Did they say they're no longer playing hip hop and R&B, or did they no longer, or are they no longer playing black music?
Well, that's pretty much black music.
I get that, I understand that, but I wonder how did they word that?
They probably said we will be longer playing, rap music. I think they said rap music because you know
So
how crazy you get, and plus all they had to do honestly is just not make it 18 and over, but you can't because of the international waters.
the international laws,
Yeah,
yeah, the
but all they had to
international
do was
laws.
say no, 21 and over, because then you cut out the ratchet part.
So I
They, you remember when it
so,
was from
so for a
9
person
to
that
wait from
for
what
a
was it
person that
11 to 1. It was 90s, 2000s, boom, boom, boom. Did at 101, Sexy Red on, or whoever was on, and then it just turned to
yeah,
a
yeah.
totally different atmosphere.
I I'm not gonna say what I want to say on.
But I don't think they need to change it like that. I'm just saying they just need to change the age group. That's what I would do.
Well, I'm not gonna say what I want to say on here, but let's just say, being black in America, there's two different types of black people. Let's just put it that way. Um, I wouldn't change the music. I would just raise my prices. If you don't want to cater to certain people, then don't give the amenities that you want. And understand, you are the bottom of the barrel when it comes down to cruise
Bruce
ships,
is correct.
right? So, you are what you are,
The same people
right?
giving you money
You
too.
you yeah, you cater to a specific group of people, then you what you calling? That's what you get.
Granted, there's probably
Ooh,
a lot more fights and stuff. But
cruises are now charging a fuel fee.
oh
Is
yeah,
that
I
at the
saw that.
time that is
I
that
saw
at the
that.
time that you book? And the reason why I asked that question because I already booked
So
and
did
we
AJ.
already paid it. And we already
When's
paid
your
it. So
cruise?
they ain't charging me nothing else.
When's your cruise?
July. End of July.
Ooh, you about to get that surcharge.
They ain't finna surcharge
Excuse me,
me.
sir. We need this extra fee here, you guys, before you board. Dang, I'm already here. Dude, gotta pay
I
it.
mean,
And you
yeah,
use your
no.
card, that's an extra $20. Dude. They're gonna get you.
Yeah,
And
nah.
then you're gonna be like,
That's
what? I already gotta pay this homeless
that's
tax. I ain't paying
interesting.
this
I,
surcharge for this
I
gas.
bet it's on all new reservations that they're charging that for.
Well, I ain't making none. No cruising for me.
I mean, I just
Which one of y'all
again,
going on? AJ going on the icon. What is he on? The icon of the sea.
nah. We're going out of LA with the
Okay.
family. So yeah, we're going out of LA with the family this year. So
Hey.
yeah, and when we go with the family, it's
That's the one
usually
that goes to
Carnival.
Mexico?
Yeah, it's usually Carnival when we go with the family. So
Dang, you about to be traveled up here in the next month.
gosh,
Nonstop.
man, gosh, tell me about it. I got to go to Europe for 2 months, 2 weeks.
2 months. I was about to say what?
2 weeks. Hopefully, it ain't longer than that. Like it was so funny because we're chatting and
Oh
and I
shit.
and when you're talking to your boss and she was like, "Do you think 1 or 2 weeks?" And I'm sitting there like this, and because I know she wanted me to say two so bad, and I'm sitting there thinking, not go at all. so, so she was like, "Let's plan two, and then if we can do it in one, we can come back." I was like, "All right, that's fine." So,
It's China, right?
no, we're
Oh.
Amsterdam.
Oh.
Yeah, back to Amsterdam.
Poor old Amsterdam.
Yeah, back to
The space cookies.
as long as I ain't doing that again. Um, especially the night before you fly. At least I took that. Hey, at least I slept the whole trip,
Oh
whole
wow.
flight home. I know them people was like, "Dang, he was
Those
out
are
12 hours."
those are the Tivas you need there, Mike.
Yeah, yeah. I know them people was like, "Dang, he was out 12 hours." Like, man, yeah, definitely in space for sure. Not doing that again. Um,
One day I'll make it there. One day.
but yeah, no, it was yeah, man, I'm gonna be every month right now. Every month. So super excited about that.
Travel
Man, I want to give
seasons in effect.
I want to give a shout out to our loyal fans, man. I swear, HG never watch us live, but HG watches every single show and gives us feedback. So when you're watching this tomorrow, HG,
Look at the. Oh my god, he's gonna love it because he said, "Hey, I'm a loyal listener. You guys, matter of
exactly
fact,
like he's
where's
like
my
I'm a
T-shirt?"
subscriber. But not only HD, right? Melissa's on every week. Mike's on every week.
Yeah, we
You
got
know,
our.
we have a pretty good core. We would love to
Of
expand
course.
our base. So if you
Hey,
guys can
we're
take
at 60
if you
subscribers,
guys can take our content and share it on your social media pages, that'd be awesome.
but I also figured it out. Now we'll be on all the platforms. I've been messing around with this all day today.
Well, that's good. Making progress.
Just took a year and a half to figure it out.
Making progress. What else we got going on? What else? There's a lot. We I'm assuming we want to get into politics eventually.
You got 17 minutes.
Oh,
So, what politics you want to start with?
I, I don't even know where to start when we talk about politics, bro.
Well,
I
we're
just
still at
don't know where to
war.
start.
We're still at war. Uh, gas prices are going up.
Yeah,
You got to pay that fuel surcharge on your cruise.
yeah.
Yep. See, and you like, where's the electric ships at? what? Wait a minute. How come there is no electric ship?
Ain't no way in hell you're gonna have the batteries to go that far. Ain't no way.
Somebody's got to be able to make that electric ship. Come on.
No. Then what you charge at port?
Yeah.
Nah. I ain't going.
So you
I
what,
need
you can run off the
I
power. You can use solar power from the sun. Oh
you
man,
possibly can. Yeah, there's ways.
come on, man. Where y'all at, tech people? I need a electric boat. Let's start
I
with the
don't know,
electric
man.
canoe first. Let's start that way. Let's start
Yes.
small.
Start with the little boats. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
let's start
Let's
small.
start there. Yeah. They
Yeah.
if they're coming out
There's
with
got
that,
to be
I'll
somebody making them. You can't tell me I just the
yeah,
first one that came up with an idea of electric boat.
I'll look into it because I am on the market for a boat. I would
That'd be
love for it to be
crazy. Like,
electric.
can I get the first one? They'd be like, yeah, we need a tester.
I
Be
would love to
like,
be the tester, and then I'm stuck out there in the
you,
river.
you better test it with a real boat.
Then I'm stuck out there. Yeah, I would
You need
love
a
to be.
tugboat.
But you know what though? You know, I don't even know where we start. First and foremost, I want to give my condolences to all of the service members that's out there, and I want to
Yeah.
thank them for doing what they do because I think without them, our country is up shit creek. And then it just kind of sucks for those guys to have a leader to put them in situations where they may not return home.
I was just about to say that. So if you're in a spot and you're like, hey, I got it, this thinking we're never going to war, and then all of a sudden you got to go to war, and you're like, I don't agree with the reason why I need to go to war. But if you decide not to go, then you get put in jail.
You do. You don't have the option. You
So
go AWOL at that point.
like you should have an option. Like, oh well,
Nope.
you know
You go
what? Things
AWOL.
came up. I'm 5 years older. I changed my
Hey,
mind now.
nope. Nope. You go AWOL at that point. I don't know. It just like
Going
I
freaking
know you sign up to protect and serve, right? But no one has done anything to us to force you to have to protect and serve. We've done things to other countries that it's just unethical, right? And it's so funny because I try my hardest not to, as much as I could talk about, I want to go into politics. I also try my hardest not to listen to politics, which is crazy. Um, but I sit back and I'm listening to um, a couple different people, and I listen to both sides, right? Because I'm always curious, right? I never just listen to one side. I gotta listen to both, right? Because I want to hear both people intake, right? Listen to a lady today that blamed Lindsey Graham for the war we're in, and then said that he's at Disney World right now. So at this
is that the
point, man,
speaker?
yeah, at this point, man, I don't know, right? I tell you what, I know that our ally countries, which is France, Italy, UK, they've all turned their back. I'm not going to say turned their backs on us, but they've all said nope, they don't want any part of it, so we can't use their airspaces, right? And I know we have millions and millions of people overseas. I know South Korea. I know um, all of those countries that we have in Asia that we protect and serve said nope as well. And then I know our president is whining and crying like a little kid in a candy store, right? And I just think, I applaud those countries, right? At the end of the day, do you like it as an American? You don't like the fact that you don't have the help, but I like the fact that someone is standing up, right? Because it's easy for us to sit back and say, yeah, yeah, we got your back. But that's not the rules of law, and that's not the rules of NATO, and that's not why we signed up for what we signed up in, right? Like this
Yeah.
was a dude that made a rational decision. And then when things didn't go the way that you planned for it to go, now you want to ask for help, right? And
He's
that's
just gonna
not how
bully them
things
into
work.
it some way, somehow.
What's that?
He's just gonna bully them into it some way, somehow. I'm gonna
I
take this from you.
I
You won't
think they're
give
going to
back
stay
this.
firm because there's the only thing you can take away from those countries is protection. That's really all. Like that's really all you can do. You can pull back all of our protection that we have in all of these different countries of service men and women that's out there. But there's not a lot. Like yeah, there's probably money that's going back and forth, but there's no things like the Middle East has, the minerals, the oil, the all of that stuff that we need, right? And then you sit back and I look at a lot of the president's tweets because it just shows me how much more of an idiot he is. Um, when you tweeted one week said we destroyed a country, right? They have no way to
Communicate and stuff. Yeah.
to do anything, communicate or anything, and then they shoot down 3 of our jets back to back to back, and then you send in a whole SEAL team to try and find one of the pilots. Thank God they found them and they're out safe. But you just put more and more people at risk. Like that's the part that I and again, maybe I'm not political enough to understand it, but at some point, common sense is common sense, man.
Make this make sense. You shoot down a plane, the pilot lands in your territory.
Mhm.
They're able to send in a SEAL team
Yep.
before you can get to the guy.
Yep.
That
And
you
then they
shut the
and
plane
then they
down.
and then they put like a $60,000 bounty on to all Iranians that if you find this guy alive,
What
we
the
will
heck?
what you call it
I just don't understand how that works. How can they get to him before you get to him?
in your own country.
And they're not even supposed to be there. So they're just
Yeah.
all there anyway. You know what? All the movies give all the stuff away anyway. So if you just watch the movie, they tell you how to already be in the spots.
They
And
are
then they be talking. Then they be talking on the things like, "Hey, we're about to shoot. We're about to bomb their communications. We're about to do this." If you're telling them what you're about to do, how are you still able to do it?
well, how do you
Is this
expect
is
me to
this is
not to
this like
move?
Battleship for real? Like A-55. That's where I'm going. Like I'm trying to figure out how this and people are dying while they're literally playing a game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they're literally playing a game, and you're like,
Yeah.
is this even war? Because people don't be walking down the street and be like, hey man, just because you shot my friend yesterday, next week you need to put your friend out there so we can shoot him. Like I'm
Yeah.
trying to figure out how this is working because that's
But
not
that's
how it
kind of how
works.
it is, right? Like you sent the tweet just yesterday, said you head into Tuesday. We're gonna be bombing bridges and stuff tomorrow, right? And I'm like, really, bro?
You have until
Really?
Tuesday,
Really? Well, it's Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday night there now.
so that's
Facing to
just
go
to
into
tell people
Wednesday.
stay clear of the bridges.
I I don't know what you do, man. I just really don't.
Like, honest,
I
what's going to end up happening, Mister Tax Guy, is all this war is going to do is create all this stuff that in turn is going to turn around like, hey, listen, now that we did this, we're going to come back in and fix this all up for you.
all
But
of
we
this
own this,
war,
this, and this.
everything that's happening currently is just a distraction to take things off of what was happening in the United States, right? Because everything that was happening in the United States, and again, it starts with Epstein and everything else that has
Files are still out
transpired
there.
in the United States, right? Keep in mind, all of that stuff is on hold, it's frozen. You don't know what's happening. You have people that's actually stepping down from his chambers now because they're like, "No, we're not cool with this anymore, bro." Right? It was all fun and games until stuff got
People voted up
serious,
in
right?
Congress.
And like I don't remember who I was listening to, but you sit around and you say, why are they angry, right? Just like how we did our TSA workers. If you own the House, you own the Congress, you own the House, you own the Senate, you own, our judicial system, right? Like our judges and stuff ain't saying nothing. You're just going rogue, then you can't blame another party, right? Like I've been hearing on TV, it's because of the Democrats. No, it's because a few Republicans are standing up to you and you can't pass the votes. Like that's what it is,
Yeah,
right? It has nothing to do with you already know your Democrats are all going to vote no. You
yeah,
already know that.
but they
But
don't have the majority.
apparently, if you own the majority of the Senate and the Congress and that's not passing through, you have a few of your own people
Yep.
that are saying no, this ain't right, and that's the problem right there. So call it where you see it, but I just don't understand how you sit back and you say what you say, you do what you do, and we're okay with that as American
That
people.
that also, but how come you're allowed to put out fake news? Like, how come
But
you're
fake,
allowed? Like
but
it's
quote
fake.
unquote, the media is the fake news people, according to him.
Don't just talk about anything. Like the whole thing of people saying that there's long lines everywhere. We go to the
Yeah,
TSA, we don't flew out. I get in there 2 hours early just to sit in the damn thing for 2 hours early. Like ain't nobody in these lines. People,
I,
Vegas, man, what is it like in Portland? Is it crazy in the streets? No, ain't nobody on the damn streets. I just walked down the street the other day, like
I was
doing
just,
what I was
I was
doing.
just, I was just
Nobody,
downtown. We are not on fire.
and I'm like, what are y'all talking about? Well, the rioting and stuff going on. What did I do? Antifa? I said
Yeah.
Antifa. Do you even know what that is? Because I that's just a name they just made up. There's people Antifa in Portland. Who was Antifa?
Well, well,
Can you
I've been
introduce
looking for
yourself?
her. I've been looking for her since he made her up.
I'm like, what
I
is
just
it?
want, I
Well,
just
that's
wanted
what
to
we
see
here
what
in
she looked
Portland. I
like, man.
said, well, Portland is not like that. I don't know what to tell you guys.
Yeah, no, it's I don't know. Like I
Where are
just
you from?
feel like you can't even believe social media no more because everyone makes up stuff, right? And
Yeah,
you're right. Like before we was traveling to Vegas, you saw all of the long lines, people talking about 3.5, 4 hours waits and stuff like that. But then when you look on the websites and stuff, Portland was like a 5 minute wait, people,
yeah.
by the way. Vegas, I walked right through the damn airport. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I thought I was actually gonna miss my flight. And I know and I actually know I know Platinum and everybody else like he ain't making it because
Oh
we sat
man.
there and ate dinner before I left.
Yeah.
I left the hotel at 8 o'clock for a 9 o'clock flight. Got to the airport at 8:15. Walked through security and I was at my gate by 9:30. I mean by 8:30 for a 9 o'clock flight. Like so I took a gamble and it is what it is. So I don't know. Like all of the fake news that's happening now, you just can't and then it starts with our president talk, he calls everything fake news when they don't agree with him.
I
Right.
agree with that. Yeah.
But then, when you're in agreement with him, it's real news, right? So I don't know what's fake, what's real anymore, right? Like that's why I listen to both sides,
Yeah.
and then I use common sense, right? Because you listen to one side, you're like, oh, that don't sound right. Then you go to the other side, I'm like, oh, now the story's coming together, and then you use your common sense, which all of us should have learned when we were kids. But I just feel we got a bunch of politicians that when they say you get
Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's or something like that, and they say it makes you go back to a kid mindset.
Yeah.
All of our politicians are old. I'm at that point.
I
They've all
agree.
went
I
back to
told
a
you.
kid's mindset.
You shouldn't be over 70 in the office.
Oh, man. You too?
Shouldn't be over 70.
You too?
Cutoff should be 65.
Yeah,
What's the
should
retirement
be.
age?
It should be. But now I don't know what it is at this
I'm
point. They
just
keep
saying,
mo-
like,
they keep they
it was
keep moving it
65.
back.
When does the Medicaid sit at kick in?
They keep moving it back. Hey, I want to talk about one thing before we get off. So, in Vermont, they have no law, no minimum age that you need to run as a politician in
Oh,
the
it's
state
like
of Vermont.
oh, you saw that?
There's a 14-year-old in the state of Vermont that will be on the ballot
Yeah.
to run for governor this year. He's not running Republican. He's not running Democrats. He's also not running um, independent. He's running a third party because he
Who's
said
paying
that
for him?
he just said he is tired of all of the politicians acting like him. So he's so he said he's decided to. So he actually have donors and
That's what I
sponsors and
mean. Who's giving him
everybody
money?
that has come up. Him and his 15-year-old running mate will be running for governor
So they're
coming
either
up
one of
soon.
just two people?
Him and his it's him and his 15-year-old friend. They're gonna be running for what you call it. He has donors. He's gonna be on the ballot.
Wow.
And when asked another politician, they say that he is not qualified because he is inexperienced. What qualifies
Well,
you
I was
to
about to say because dude
what
became president,
qualifies
all
you
he did
to
was
so,
talk show.
so
I mean,
my question,
commercials.
my question to you, to chat, what qualifies you to be a politician?
Nothing.
So
You
you
just
need no
gotta
qualifications.
you just gotta know how to swindle people. That's pretty much how it is. You gotta learn how to you gotta know how to use your words to have people believe what you are saying. That's all you need to be able to do. If you got a vision and you want people to believe the vision and you can talk your vision into them, that's it. And you don't need to have everybody. You just need to have enough. And all he had was people that liked him. And so he went off of it. He's like, oh shit. I ain't even gotta be in government. I ain't never did a government in my life. He was never a mayor, senator, or nothing. He went straight from the TV to the president.
And you know what? What's crazy is he used to talk so bad about the Republicans. He always said if he ran for president, he
Because he
said
was a
this in
Democrat.
98, 99, 2000, 2001 when he was a Democrat.
Yeah.
He used to always say he would go Republican because of how stupid they are. And he just showed the whole world what he
Well,
said
yeah,
in 98,
exactly.
99,
He sure
2000,
did.
how
And he
stupid
won
we
it.
are.
He
Yeah,
switched sides.
he did. He did.
He traded.
But to this
Traded.
14-year-old boy, I salute you. If I was in the state of Vermont, you would definitely have my vote.
Hopefully he wins.
And I really hope he
Does he still
wins
go to
because
school then? At
I
that
don't
point?
know. I want to know how this plays out because I really hope he win.
He'd
I
be like,
also want to listen
there's no
to some
school
of his
today.
debate. I want to listen to some of his debates because I'm really curious. I'm really curious. Who's backing his kid? He submitted all of the paperwork. He will be on the ballot. They've confirmed that. But I'm really curious how far this is gonna go. because I guarantee you there's some millionaire out there that's saying, let's make history right now.
Well, yeah, there's somebody that's always looking to invest in something that's crazy.
I just think it's
Just
all. I
happened to
think
get
it's
rid of.
awesome. All right, your moment. Who you cutting before I get into mine?
Shoot. I am cutting. I'm cutting. Okay, I'm cutting two people. I'm cutting a guy in the car that almost hit us. He cut. I don't know if he can't even see. He shouldn't be driving, obviously, and it was a daytime. So I'm so confused as he kept coming over, like he didn't like the car. Like he was just supposed to stop or something for him. That dude is hella. And then I'm coming back to the refs. These refs are
Nope.
done. This has
Nope.
been
Absolutely
you know
not.
what? It's been a season of refs.
Absolutely
This
not.
whole basketball season, you refs, y'all all have done a shitty job, by the way, on a lot of these games. So thank you for your time, though, but y'all cut.
That's cold hearted. I got a couple cuts. I'm actually not gonna cut the taxi drivers today. I'm gonna first of all I want to cut Mark Cuban. Your ass is cut.
Ooh.
I saw a post that you posted with Nico and his family. They were in a public airport, and I think it captured. You went from private jets to commercial, and with a laughing emoji.
Ooh.
First and foremost,
You hired
Nico
him.
did not. Yeah, you hired him, right? You put him into that environment, and then unfortunately, he has bosses like you and other people that obviously just stood him up. I just think he was the fall
Yeah.
guy at the end of the
Yep,
day.
I agree.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't him trying to trade Luca. But if I'm Nico, I would come out and tell my story because I think it'd be just that much more powerful. I know you're thinking about your reputation and stuff like that, but I would love for you to come out and tell your story against these owners because I just think they're doing him so wrong at this moment. So Mark Cuban, your ass is cut.
Ooh.
And don't you come back and sue me for that either. Put that disclaimer up.
Why you gonna come back and sue you?
Because I can't afford it. He might get a hold of this, and I can't afford it. Put that disclaimer up.
I can't.
Oh man. All right. And then you know who I'm gonna cut? I'm gonna cut Mike Walker ass today.
What?
Yeah.
That's rude.
Mike, your ass is
That's
cut.
rude.
I'm
Mike,
tired
I
again,
got your
man.
back, Mike. That's rude.
You know, I don't care. I'm cutting his ass, Mike.
I can't even do
you're
the
cut.
Oh,
Mike, you're cut. Mike, you're cut.
Oh, dang.
Man, can you stop having me rushing to hospitals and stuff, bro, and keep your ass healthy?
Mike, that ain't your fault.
Period.
That ain't your fault, Mike.
I'm cutting him because he know I'm out of town next week. I'm missing Call of Duty this week with him because he decided to take a damn vacation to the Howard Johnson.
Oh
right?
my God.
Get healthy, bro. Ass is cut tonight, buddy. Get healthy.
To the Howard Johnson.
Yeah, went to the Hojo. Get us up out of here.
Hey, we want to thank y'all for listening tonight. Please subscribe and share if you fell in the vibe. Hope our topic of discussion got you thinking right. We do this for y'all every Sunday night.
Or Monday. Hey, we out.
Deuces. Next week we'll be in Hawaii, but we're on.
Are we
live.
on in Hawaii?
See you next Sunday.
Oh, wow, we are.